was cracking in your Dolly hood, y'all? My name's Gypsy, and once again, you're watching Broken Dolly TV. So, today we're going to get into the comment section of this video. The chat will appear here on the sidebar when people's chats actually start to populate at different parts of this video. And then this is my live stream of 5 secrets of Barbie collecting that all collectors should know. So if that's something that you're interested in watching, then definitely go over here and watch it. I will warn you though, it's a 3-hour video. Of course, the bulk of what we're talking about is right here in the beginning part, okay? And then the rest of this down here is just us talking and having a whole conversation about a bunch of different things. So that's something that happens a lot in my streams because you guys are so active in the comments here. You'll see as the chat is starting to populate how interactive everyone is, that by the time we're finished, I'll say like, oh, we're only going to go on for an hour today, and then it'll just bleed into another 30 minutes, another 40 minutes, because the conversation is just so on point that I lose track of time. So, it is what it is, but you can skip through it and just look at the parts that you are interested in. Captain Chernahiv, I know I ain't saying that right in the least bit. I loved action figures as a kid and always wanted a doll with articulation. MTM Barbies were made for me. Amen to that. Tata said, I don't think you don't like white dolls. It's just that they're easier to find. The ethnic dolls are such a pleasure to find. I love them all, especially the curvy ones. This is a great comment because I do have that misconception a lot from people where because I don't showcase my white dolls that much, they think I don't like them. And I always be talking junk about Barbie, the Millie head sculpt, and a lot of the previous sculpts of Barbie, like the superstar one that's up on the screen. I complain about them a lot because it's not because I don't like the sculpt. It's that they're so oversaturated, right? They have so many versions of blonde hair, blue eye Barbie. I don't care. It's too many. They're all the same, just with a different outfit on. And you keep repackaging this same doll and selling it to me? How stupid do I look, right? So it's just that. I need variety. Why can't they make her have brown eyes and red hair sometimes? Why can't they make her have, green eyes and braids sometimes? Can we switch Millie's face up? Can we do some other characters? Why does it always have to be Millie's face equals Barbie? And let's just keep changing our outfit over and over and over again. It's just so aggravating. So that's what I don't like. I don't have a problem with white dolls, but people will assume that because I don't like Barbie herself, the Barbie character itself, I don't like that character, the way that they package that doll up and sell it to us over and over again. So when I'm talking about that, people will assume that means that I don't like white dolls and that I don't have any white dolls in my collection, which is completely false. So in this section, I was actually talking about that and kind of showing you guys some of my white dolls that I love. These are some of my favorite white dolls in my collection. I have more than this, but these 3 are my favorite. This one here is what is she? I can't remember exactly what her original version was called, but she had the gold outfit and the white fur jacket on top, and these are her original earrings, and these are her original curls in her hair, and she was she was so all of that in the packaging. I'm gonna try and find a picture of her so I can show you guys here. But yeah, so that doll, she's so dope, and this is a superstar head sculpt from back in the day, from my era of collecting, which was around the 90s, and during my era, this was the face that was on all of the Barbie dolls at the time. Even some of the black dolls actually had this face with brown skin. Some of them. But also this was the era of Christy and, Asha and some of the other characters that we all like. So it was a nostalgic doll for me, and I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool to add her to my collection, but I just love this particular rendition of her because she actually translates very well into a modern looking collection. The first one, I call her Celeste. The second one with the black shirt on, I call her Santina, and she is, oh my gosh, one of my absolute favorite ones. She actually has, what is this face sculpt, you guys? I think this is a Mackie sculpt, and Mackie is a very popular sculpt. I think she's really pretty. I love when they do these kind of standard Barbie faces without the open mouth and the teeth showing, because it's such a big pet peeve of mine. And I love that her mouth is closed. So That's one of my favorite things about her. I love these curls in the doll's hair. Like, there's so many features about these dolls that I adore. And they're both transplanted onto new bodies so they can, pose, and they're jointed. I think Santina actually has rooted eyelashes, which sometimes get on my nerves, but it depends on how they do it. And that one, I really like the way that they did it for her. Yeah, so that's what Tata is referring to here in this comment. I have a lot of dolls, especially Barbie. I know I have too many because I can only display about 20% of them at a time. So 80% are out of sight most of the time and are turned into storage. However, parting with them seems too difficult because I like them a lot. I've sold some only to regret it to the point that I search on eBay to buy them back. Tueli Native, I know I ain't saying that name right. Yo, why do people with all the hard names leave the good comments? I just want to know why you can't have like an easy name like John Smith and leave a good comment. What's going on? Why you can't just be like Jenny King? That's easy. Jenny King, what's up? But you got to do all this extra fancy stuff. Okay, I see what's going on. This is a great comment. First of all, I can so relate, okay? I can so sadly relate. If y'all saw the condition of my room right now with how many dolls are out on display, it's ridiculous, okay? I resorted to using acrylic shelving all around my bedroom, like along the tops of my walls, just so I would have extra space to display dolls. Every single spot is taken up with a doll. It's ridiculous, okay? Like, for real. My sister came to my house. She was like, Annie. Annie means big sister in Korean. That's what she calls me. She's like, Annie, your crazy is showing, okay? It's really showing up in here. And I was like, hater, get out of my face. Oh boy, they don't understand. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I totally know what you mean. Even with all these dolls covering my walls, I don't even think this is the majority of my dolls that I own. I think most of them are put away because I do have a whole, like, a dresser that's for like clothes filled. Every single drawer is filled with Barbie dolls that I have kind of like categorized and inventoried, so I know which ones are which inside of the drawers. I can find them easier. It's obsessive, you guys. It's crazy. But it's very organized, so I always know where I can find my dolls, which I love because I have so many of them. It's very hard to keep track of. Dang, just the ones that are like above my head right now in my little wall display is 40 dolls. And then I have a whole nother section that's displaying 25 dolls and a whole nother display of a good 25-ish dolls. Dang, how many is that? 40 plus 20 plus 20, that's 80, 90, almost 90 dolls that are just on display on the walls. It's ridiculous, but it doesn't feel like that when you're like looking at them. It feels like it's not enough of them out, you know what I mean? As far as you saying that parting with them is too difficult, I feel you, because I'm telling you, I have a section of dolls that I tell myself I'm gonna sell on eBay, and then as as I get ready to list them, I'll be like, well, this one, I might want to do something with this one later, and then I'll put it back. And then I'll rotate through the other dolls that I have, like, okay, I'm gonna sell this one, and then I'll dress them up, getting them ready to be listed, take some pictures, and I'm like, oh, you photogenic. You know what? I didn't know you look good in this outfit. You know what? I'm just gonna display you for a couple of weeks, and then if I make up my mind after them couple of weeks, I'll sell you then. And then it never happens. So if you ever end up with one of my dolls in your collection, lucky you. You caught me before I changed my mind and took the listing down, because I do it all the time. Yeah, this part right here, she said, I sold some only to regret it to the point that I search on eBay to buy them back. I haven't yet done that with an actual Barbie yet, but I do that all the time with my my bigger dolls that I sold from Masterpiece Galleries. Oh my gosh. In fact, one of my neighbors, her daughter looks just like one of my dolls that I had in my collection, and she's like so freaking cute. I just want to punch her in the face every time I see her. But oh my gosh, like every time I see her, I'm like, why did I sell that doll? Why did I sell it? It seemed like a good idea at the time, but oh goodness, regrets. Yeah, I feel you, man, because those dolls are really hard to get a hold of. And the same thing with a lot of Barbie dolls. When we like sell them, we don't realize sometimes we go back and like search online trying to find them dolls again if they're discontinued. They're so hard to find intact, for one, and then when you do, the prices, you be like, bruh, what is going on? For reals? I got people that follow me here that like beg me to sell them dolls in my collection, and I'll be like, bruh, I can't do it. I cannot even do it. I want to do it, but I cannot do it because I don't know how I'm going to ever replace this doll, and I don't dislike it enough for me to even take that risk. Okay, this is Dean Barnett saying, I love all of your dolls. You give me great ideas on how to change and display my collection of dolls. And this is coming from a gay man too, so keep up the great work because we love your channel. Thank you, Dean Barnett. I really appreciate you saying that, and I'm so happy when I hear that you guys are inspired by something I'm doing over here, because that's really all I'm trying to do. I just want to open, safe space for collectors who are adults to come over, talk about their, their collection, what they're doing, how they are enjoying their dolls, and just whatever they're getting out of their doll collection, and not feel judged, not feel attacked. And I feel like we've created a space like that over here, which is why I freaking love this audience and this community. And y'all, I don't take that for granted, because I've been to other people's channels, and when I'm looking through their comments, oh my goodness, I'd be feeling so bad for some of the creators sometimes. I'm like, why are they bringing you this drama? Like, why is this even happening? It's so ridiculous. I'm so grateful that I don't have to deal with that over here. Once in a blue moon, because nothing is perfect. I get the one or two judgies, or the one or two crazies, or the one or two loony bins that like to come over and give me their 2 cents about life and dolls and whatever. Nobody asked them for their opinion, and they like to come over here and like harass people. But usually I don't even have to respond to those people, because you guys respond to them for me and run them off. And then the few times when I do respond, they get so thrown off by the way that I'm responding that they just give up. They just keep it moving. So I don't have to deal with that too often. So I'm really grateful that I don't, because this not only should be a space that's safe for collectors who come over here, but also for the creator of the content to be able to share their thoughts and their feelings and their ideas without people bothering them. You know what I'm saying? There's so many channels to watch. What are you coming over to people's channels just to harass them for? Like, it's so weird. Go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Over here, I was such a positive space with you guys, and it's thanks to you guys who leave the comments and interact with this channel that it is such a positive space. Erica Lewis said, I love all of my Barbie dolls. You inspire me to do some changes to my Barbies, especially when I restore dolls I rescue from Goodwill stores. Keep being who you are and doing what you're doing. It's great to know and learn some interesting topics about Barbie, because for me, at 51 years of age, I've been collecting since 7 years old. You must have a massive collection. Word. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Man, some of y'all been collecting since before I was even born. That's amazing. But I'm so glad that you are inspired by whatever I'm doing over here. I love to hear that from you guys. Definitely drop a comment if it's some specific thing that you saw me doing or talking about here that, kind of like jump started you on doing something that you hadn't tried before. I want to hear what that stuff is. Hi, special day. I just brought home my cutie pal sloth. Happy Monday to you. Thank you, Tiana. Mama Bear Jenny said, so interesting. Thank you for sharing. And Tata said, you're so cute, Gypsy. A real doll. Oh, stop it. Stop it. LOL, no homo. Just saying. It's okay if you homo. It's okay. I love your channel. I collect abandoned Barbies and bring them back to life. My granddaughter loves them too. Every visit she goes home with a couple. Probably up to over 20 now. P.S. The eyes are aqua, as in a mermaid. Hey, that is really great. I love this comment. And Tata, you get all the credit for bringing me out of my hiding and hiatus, because I could dwell there forever, to be honest. But seeing stuff like this is what makes me be like, what am I doing? What am I even doing in my life? Let me get back to my doll tubing, because let me stop playing around. So thank you. Your words of encouragement have been heard, and I dolled it for you. My beau said, showing some love, G. Hey Trees, how you doing? If you're not following, I dolled it for you. Something is wrong with you, okay? You need to go follow her on her Instagram and her YouTube channel over here, please. Alright? She's my virtual sister wife. Get it together, whether she wants to be or not. That's just what it is. So y'all need to go over there and hook her up with a subscription if you haven't already done so. I doubt that any of you guys listening to this don't already know Treese, but still, just the few of you who found your way over here or are new to the dolling community, you better go over there and see what you're missing, because you're missing something. You're missing something, trust me. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for this episode, and then we'll come back another time and see what people were talking about in a different video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Again, my name is Gypsy, and if you're not following me on Instagram, it's at Broken Dolly TV. That's my handle. And of course, drop me a subscription over here too if you're listening to me saying this right now. And I'll see you in the next one. Annyeong. Have a dolly day.